The Indian rupee continues to see weakness for the second day. The rupee is heading towards the mark of 72 against the dollar. Let's discuss the road ahead with Bhaskar Panda of HDFC Bank. Hi, Mr. Panda. Good afternoon, and thanks a lot for joining us. We were seeing, strength coming back into the Indian rupee with yesterday's fall of closer to 1% with crude prices surging. And we know India imports 80% of its requirements. So do you think the weakness is due to the increase that we're also seeing for crude oil prices?
There are two things. One is that uncertainty has set in after, last weekend's events. Both in oil prices, as you said very rightly, 80% of, our oil is imported. So definitely that will have a negative impact. And that has an impact on the dollar rupee opening yesterday. And, of course, even today. The uncertainty is more pronounced now, and if you see other emerging market currencies also have, taken a hit, not as bad as INR, but definitely they are also on the defensive. Dollar versus emerging market currencies, dollar is appreciating against that. So there is again flight to quality. As trade war also keeps on going between China and US. Altogether, obviously, rupee is on a kind of defensive and will continue to remain defensive. Secondly, if you look at the technical chart, so I was thinking, in fact, that they might go back and then towards the gaps that had been created earlier between 69.50 and 70.30, that gap, but it didn't go. And if you look at the graph, actually, it had bounced back from actually the 38.2% mark of the last move, which is between 68.26 to 72.40. So now it is firmly above that, and I think we are back into the trend. Therefore, it should go higher. And once we break 72.42, next target would be 73.09. 73.02, sorry. So I still feel that it's on a depreciation, bias.
Right, Mr. Panda, you've given us levels. You've also given us all the factors that you need to watch out for. But besides the factors, is there any data specifically that that could actually determine the way currency is moving right now that you would want to watch at least over the next few days?
Specific data, there is nothing if you ask me. But a higher oil price will always have a negative impact on the dollar rupee. But in the past, we have seen that higher oil prices not always, given a negative dollar rupee impact. So what has happened is a combination of factors, as I said in my previous. So combination of factors is dollar strength, the uncertainty of the trade war between US and China, and then higher oil prices, lower growth in India, so on and so forth. So many factors, is at play at the same time.
Right. More of global factors right now weighing on both, I think, equities as well as the currency now. Before we let you go, Mr. Panda, I know you've given your level if the rupee were to weaken further, 72.4 and then 73. But what's the fair value, according to you, right now of Indian rupee?
I think fair value as per year, I think we are highly overvalued even today. Even if we go to 73, we'll still remain overvalued by, if not more, but maybe around 15% or so. So fair value is much higher than, what you are seeing now. So fair value will be somewhere, I think, 74, 75.